Hey collectors, it's Chris the BSC and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Back Collectibles, and look at what we have for you guys today. An incredible review of the JLA, Justice League of America versus Darkseid Diorama 1/6 scale piece from our friends at XM Studios. Now this thing is insane, and I have to give a major shout out, of course, to collector Ahmed, who sent in this incredible footage. He did not want to appear on camera. He wanted me to share my thoughts on this piece, and I can't wait to talk about this because it is absolutely insane. It's a massive piece, even though it's 1/6 scale. This thing is massive, and it's very limited in edition size. So I do want to talk about that. There is two versions. What we're looking at here is version A. And again, I just want to give a big giant shout out to Ahmed. Thank you again so very much for this incredible HD footage. It's just off the charts. I love it. So let's talk about this thing. So obviously lots of Justice League members here. Of course, Martian Manhunter looks absolutely fantastic, and he hasn't been represented very many times in statue form. Of course, a couple of companies have done him, but I think this is a really dynamic take. And again, it's 1/6. You also have the Flash, you have Wonder Woman, you have Aquaman, Batman, Superman. They're all here taking on their arch enemy here in the form of Darkseid. Absolutely incredible. And let's just look at all of the details. Great face sculpts here, very clean paint. I think all the paint looks very good. I know Ahmed was very impressed with it. I think Darkseid obviously is the star of the show. He is massive. He looks great. He is well sculpted. And again, it's just fun to see it in such a dynamic nature versus all of the Justice League members. Wonder Woman looks really great here too. I like how they're all just kind of posed like they're getting ready to attack him. I think it's very well done. Obviously, you see the lasso there with Wonder Woman. That looks really good. Of course, that is, not polystone. It is some sort of fabric element or, a real cord. But it looks really good in my opinion. I think it's a really nice color. Rock work looks really good, as you can see. Crumbled base everywhere. Batman with this this giant ray gun. I don't exactly know the story of that. I'm sure it was probably featured in some comic. But it just looks really good. And then, of course, you have Aquaman as well on top of the water. So, again, we have a nice water element here to add some movement, to add some color. You're going to notice the skin tone here, what looks really good, and it has a nice separation from the classic comic book suit. And then, of course, you have the water here as well. Again, the water foaming. It looks really good in my opinion. I think maybe it would have been neat if it was some sort of translucent material. That would have been neat in my opinion. But overall, I do think it's great. And this thing, again, is just massive. Let me talk about the size on this. This is approximately 41 inches by 33 inches by 30 inches. A very, very large piece. And this one retails for around $2,899. So it is a rather pricey piece for sure, but you are getting a very, very big diorama. Now, he said this thing was so big that he didn't really have a table to sit it on. Like, he had to go out and find something to put this on, or otherwise it was just going to be on the floor. So keep that in mind, that this is going to take up a pretty good space in your collection, even though it is only 1/6 scale. But look how dynamic it looks. There's so much going on. Of course, the Superman keys into his hand, so that really looks really cool because it actually looks like he's really flying. I think that was really creative the way they did that. Green Lantern looks really good. We haven't talked about him. We'll see him in better light here in just a second. But again, the rock work looks really good in my opinion. Lots of crumbled bases. Of course, that's pretty standard for a big epic fight, whether it's DC or Marvel. But I really like the lightning bolts coming off of Flash's boots. I think that looks really good. And you notice there's like two tones of yellow. So it's not just a flat yellow base paint. It is really some two-tone, really nice. I love the skin on Darkseid. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. You're going to see some weathering there on the boots. Again, it's fully sculpted, but you see all of the fabric wrinkles. It's just really nicely sculpted by the XM sculpting team. Really nice. And of course, it was also, the concept was done by Hive Studio. And again, just really, really impressive. This particular one that we're looking at is a limited edition of 338 worldwide, 338 only. There's also a second version, which is a faux bronze version, and that one is only 168 worldwide, which is just, again, very, very low ESs for this. Of course, if you're lucky enough to get this, you're not going to have very many people in the world that owns it. So if you're ever interested in selling it down the road, people are going to be very interested in picking this one up. You notice again the rebar, the various pipes underneath there. You can see the rebar sticking out by Wonder Woman. Again, from all angles, it doesn't matter how you display this, it's going to tell that story. And we talk about how important it is, at least in my opinion, for these comic book based statues to tell a story. And good Lord Almighty, this one absolutely does, in my opinion. Now, I know that 1/6 scale might not be for everybody out there. But there's no arguing that this is very fun, very dynamic, very bright and colorful. The colors are very, very nice. I don't feel like they're overdone in any way. I feel like it's just, it's taken right out of a comic book, and that's exactly what you want for a comic book piece. Green Lantern, you notice that green element coming out of his ring looks really good, that construct. And I think that, I don't know if that's like a plastic material or not. Look how Wonder Woman, look how toned she looks. Look how muscular she looks. She looks just absolutely fantastic, and she looks very determined. And again, it's just that classic comic book style, and I think she looks really good. I think she stands out to me more than some of the other characters. Batman, I don't like the gun. I don't want Batman with a gun, but I can understand why, because they're taking on this incredible Darkseid. But I think Batman looks pretty good overall. Again, it's kind of a simplistic looking suit. It's not like a tech suit that a lot of times we're used to these days. It's, again, very classic comic book, and I just think they captured it very, very well, in my opinion. Again, price on this is $2,899, so again, it is expensive. Some places you might order it from is going to be even more. And so this is, again, not for everybody. It's a very, very expensive statue, but it is worth it if you are a fan of the Justice League, if you are a fan of Darkseid, if you are a fan of them fighting and taking on Darkseid. Just like I love Batman versus Joker pieces. I would buy every one I could. So I can see where a lot of fans are really going to like this. But again, look at the paintwork. Very crisp, very clean. I'm very impressed overall. And again, at this price point, it should be. This is cold cast porcelain from XM Studio, and I just think that they did a really nice job overall. Aquaman looks good here. I'm never a big giant fan of Aquaman, especially this version of him, but I do think he looks good here. I think the face portrait's nice, and again, I really appreciate the skin separation to that yellow, because that's not always easy to achieve. And I think Darkseid's face is my favorite thing of this statue. I think it's just absolutely incredible. Superman's face is just okay to me. I think it's a little bit weak, in my opinion, but I think the actual statue itself looks really great. I really like the face sculpt on Martian Manhunter. I think they did a really nice job with him. Obviously, a lot more detail there. I just think it's well done, well painted. I like the color green they chose. You can see the veins, the differentiation in green and the blues. It just looks really good. And of course, that rock work separates it all out. But anyway, without further ado, I just wanted to share this footage with you guys. I think it's absolutely a hit for XM. And again, just congratulations to everybody that has this piece. In the comments down below, please let me know what you think of it. Do you like this thing? Is it something that you're even considering getting? Do you think the price point is fair for the size of this being 1/6? Would you have liked to see this 1/4? Oh my God, could you even imagine? Please leave your comments down below. Hey, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, click that notification bell. Make sure you choose all. That way you don't miss any of this content. And again, I want to give a major shout out again to Ahmed for doing this amazing footage for us, this amazing review. Thank you for letting us feature it on the channel and letting us be the first on YouTube to see this thing. It's just absolutely incredible. And thank you guys so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.